What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve here, and finally another mail day video, a chance for me to show you guys the items that I've been investing in and give you reasons why I'm buying these certain items. Also, I was lucky enough to come across some 2020 Bowman baseball, and I will be giving away 2 jumbo packs to a commenter from my most previous video. So thanks for hanging in there and being loyal to me, guys, and I'll be giving these away. So sit back, relax, and I'll be right back. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another mail day video. These are always one of my favorites because I get to finally open, a bunch of packages that have just been laying around on my table. In this case, probably 2 weeks old. I really haven't made many transactions, buys or sales for that matter, in the last week. Just kind of, sitting still here in the hobby for the moment, trying to, figure out my next move. Where do I want to go? Who do I want to buy? Who do I want to sell? So right now, just kind of like in a holding pattern, no pun intended. But anyway, you may wonder why Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is staring you in the face right now. Especially since I'm an Orioles fan. I got him right here next. Well, they're playing nice right now. Well, about this time last week, I was sitting close to 100 subscribers. And I wanted to do a giveaway at 100 subscribers, which I did. I gave away a card identical to this one, which was won by Paul the Person, by the way. Congratulations. It was mailed out today, US priority mail, so you should be getting it within 2 to 3 days. But yes, that was mailed out, and I was sitting and I was like, I want to do another giveaway at 250 subscribers, which I had stated in my last video. And then I was like, we got from 100 to close to 200 so quickly that whole gap was just almost forgotten about. So I do want to give away a little something at 200 subscribers, and I'm still going to do a giveaway at 250 because that is, a benchmark goal of mine. But I wanted to give away something at 200 to do show that I do appreciate the 100 subscriptions that happen so quickly between 100 and 200. I mean, we're already at 189, and this time last week I was at like 80. So very rapid growth, and it's only because of you guys who pay attention to my content and enjoy listening to me talk. So what I'm going to do at 200 subscribers is I'm going to give away this Vladdy Jr. 2019 Topps Archives Gem Mint 10. And all you have to do is comment below. What I'm going to do is part the way through this video is I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I want you to answer that question in the comments below, and that will be how you get entered into the drawing to win the Vladdy Jr. So with all that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for your support. I can't say it enough. It's really it's just wild to me, because I just do this for the hobby and for the love of it. This is not something that is ever a profession or anything that I even planned on doing. I do it for the hobby, I do it for you guys, and I get enjoyment out of it myself. So let's go ahead and get into these packages. Let's see what I purchased over the last couple weeks. I think I remember some of it, may not remember some of it, so we'll see. I'll start with the small envelopes first. I do kind of know what some of the bigger envelopes are, just because I did spend out some kind of money on some of this stuff. And this is a Freddie Freeman 2012 green prism that I picked up. The prism, some of the cards had gotten hot, and as I was buying up certain stars, I could never find any Freddie Freemans, so it seemed like the Freddie Freeman 2012 and it was going pretty quickly. By the way, if you hear any noises or anything, guys, I do live on a busy corner and I'm shooting in the middle of the day, which I don't normally do, so you're gonna hear some real life in the background, which is cool because everybody has real life around them every day. So something else. So yeah, so hold on. So apparently I got 2. I only remember the auction. I bought it for 11 bucks. I only remember it being for 1. It must have been for 2. Maybe it said lot of 2 and I didn't notice, but anyway, I got 2 of them here, so bonus. That's pretty sweet. I'll probably actually get one of these graded by SGC because the green, the shiny green and the black slab, if you saw my last video with the Colin Sexton prism, just looks really catchy to me. I like the look of it. See, a couple Freddie Freemans. I'm not a Braves fan, but there are lots of Braves fans out there that like Freddie Freeman. And I've noticed he's just gotten hot lately. Very underrated ball player. Next up, another small envelope here. This is just a base 2016 Dwayne Wade optic. So it's Dwayne Wade's first optic. Wade's still not getting as much hobby love as he should. It is growing. You can tell his rookie card prices are starting to go up. But there's a reason in particular that this is a good card. At least I think it's a good card. And let me remove this and you'll be able to see. On this card, Wade is being guarded by LeBron. So that's a card of Dwayne Wade being covered by LeBron. And I'm not going to take credit for this purchase. I'm not that type of person. I was actually watching a live stream and Boris over from the Hobby Box actually pointed this card out. So just give a shout out to Boris over at the Hobby Box. He actually brought this card to my attention when I was watching a live stream. So, you know, go over and check his content out. You know, very knowledgeable guy also. Knows a lot about the hobby and investing. But yeah, he mentioned this in a live stream. I went and grabbed one. I think it was like $8. I'm not going to overdo it on him. I would like to have a holo maybe, but not a bad card. Good looking card. Doubled up. ComC. This is a SGC slab. Yeah, I do remember buying this now. This is a 90 Fleer update. Emmitt Smith rookie card. As the 90 score supplemental card really went crazy a couple weeks ago. It drug the Fleer update price up with it to the point to where PSA 10s of this card were selling in the $300 mark, and even PSA 9s were reaching, you know, ballpark of 100, you know, 90 to 100. So I found a 9.5 that was at a buy it now for about $85. So I figured if the PSA 10s were selling at like 90, or the 9s were selling at 90 and the PSA 10s were selling around 300, the 9.5 could potentially be a $150 card, maybe even a little bit higher. So for $85, I thought it was a good buy. And it is a sharp card, and it also reminds me of back in the day when I used to collect and buy these sets, you know, aka the junk wax era. But still, the good old days. Good card. I got to see this guy play. I still prefer Barry Sanders, but that's debatable with a lot of people. All right, one more card and then I'm going to get to my question. Another double envelope here, double protection. And another SGC slab, and I totally forgot about this. This stuff coming from ComC has really been taking a long time. This card I bought, it has been sitting on my table for maybe 2 weeks, but I think I bought this card probably over a month or so ago. But it is a SGC 9 2007-2008 SP rookie edition of Kevin Durant. I think I saw it sitting by it now for $35, and I just said, hey, let's slab Kevin Durant as a 9 at $35. You know, that'll be a good buy someday. You might have to wait longer than, you know, sooner to sell it, but you know, KD in a 9 on a cool card in his draft day suit, $35. You know, what could I lose? I think I have more potential to gain than I do to lose here, so I think the gamble's a bit in my favor. And who knows, there's cards like these that people collect and kids like to have and things, so this could also be a potential future giveaway here on the channel, perhaps. Let me know what you think. Any Kevin Durant fans down there? I know he's a little polarizing to some people, but a lot of other people like him. So before I get into the last two packages, my question is going to be, And this is what I want you to comment on to qualify yourself for the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. giveaway. The only comments that are going to count towards the giveaway are comments answering this question. And it's an opinion. There's no right or wrong answer. Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Jr.'s father. Hall of Fame type player. Awesome. I watched him play in his day. A lot of Vladdy Jr.'s hype is built around his father. I believe his father ended his career maybe 489, somewhere in ballpark in home runs. I guess I should have did more research, but I think it's around 489 home runs he ended his career with. Not quite 500. But by the time that Vladdy Jr. ends his career, do you think he or his father will end with more home runs? So all I want you to do is answer below with the answer of senior or the answer of junior. Of who do you think at the end of their careers, which senior's already finished and retired, will junior hit more home runs than his father? Just answer below who will have more when it's all said and done. Senior or junior, that's all you got to do. And that card could be yours absolutely free. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into the next package, second to last. So we can go ahead and start wrapping this mail day video up. And it is the Luka. The Luka Doncic Prism. People have seen hundreds of these. There's so many of these in the pop report. This will be the last one that I buy. I'm going to hold on to a couple and that's it. Because honestly, I think this is more of a shorter term hold. Not that I don't think Luka Doncic has the potential to be an all-time great, because he does. But this card itself makes me nervous. There's a lot of these in the pop report. And I know it's been up for debate and up for discussion with lots of people in the hobby. And right now, you know, the supply is there. So, or the demand is there. So it doesn't really matter how high the supply is, as long as the demand is just as high as the supply. And right now, that's great and that's good, and that's what's going on. All right, guys, so I'm back after a quick pause. Neighbors blowing up the neighborhood, trying to, you know, mow their lawn. Don't they know I'm in the middle of a video? There's important stuff going on here. But anyway, I was talking about the Luka and the pop reports and the supply and the demand. And right now, the supply is there, you know, to justify, or the demand is there to justify the supply. So the value on this card is fairly accurate. If this card does hit a $900 card when basketball starts back up, this will be a flip for me. Some people will argue that it's a longer term hold. With the pop report on this card, it just does make me nervous, because, you know, all it takes is something really small to happen to cause this card to lose popularity. And then you have a ton of supply and you don't have the demand to match it. So it is a nice card. It is valuable. It has the potential to be an iconic card. However, for me personally, you know, I bought this for $540. If I can flip this for $1,000 short term, it'll go. This will be a card that goes for me. Let me know what you guys think about that whole situation with the Luka. All right, and the last package, and I believe this is a football card. And quite honestly, this was probably not one of my smarter, thought-through purchases. I kind of got caught up on impulse. If this is the card that I think it is, I kind of got caught up on impulse and bought this card. Probably overpaid a little bit. You know, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes on my investments also. Yeah, that's full transparency. A lot of people only show you the good, but there is bad with the good. Anyway, I'm gonna take this out of the bag because this has got some good shine to it. This is a 2017, sealed pretty good, 2017, man, Optic Hollow. I've never had such difficulty with a case bag. Optic Hollow of Christian McCaffrey, Gem Mint 10. So a couple weeks ago, I did a quick video on this when I was on vacation about the NFL market and how the NFL market was you know, some of the position players are really starting to take off because I felt like the quarterbacks were getting too expensive. There was people who play fantasy football that were crossing over into sports card collecting. And so a lot of the top, you know, statistical position players were starting to gain some hobby attention, and their cards were shooting up. And, you know, about 2 weeks ago, 2017 Prisms Gem Mint 10s of Christian McCaffrey were seeing $300 sales, which was just crazy. So, you know, I wanted to try to get in, get a piece of the pie. I didn't want to drop $300 on a Prism, so I went for the next best thing, and I grabbed an Optic Holo. It was a buy it now for $175. I think I really got caught up on the impulse of the Christian McCaffreys and the fact that I love the NFL. You know, and I did the buy it now for $175. These are going at auction now for like $150, and the Prisms have come back down to $225 to $250. So I may have overpaid, you know, $25 to $30 or so. It is still a good looking card. I like Christian McCaffrey, so that's another good thing. So I really don't mind overpaying a little bit, especially for the potential that the card could hold. He has another monster year. You know, I don't look for Carolina themselves to do much, but he's just a stat machine. So, and very marketable and very likable player. So I do still see this maybe gaining some steam. If anything, I can always get pretty much close out of it, you know, for what I put into it. But yeah, a little bit of an impulse buy, so just complete transparency. Sometimes I do make an impulsive bad purchase. Not necessarily bad purchase, I take that back, but just a not well thought out purchase. Alright guys, so to wrap it up real quick, we'll run it back down. The Freddie Freeman's, which I got 2 and I thought I got 1, so you know, that's awesome there. The Dwayne Wade first optic with LeBron guarding him. The KD SGC 9, potential giveaway in the future. All-time rushing leader Emmitt Smith in the 9.5 SGC. The impulse buy Christian McCaffrey, which does look sweet. And the Luka Prism, one of the hottest cards on the market. You know, because it's Luka, the card itself to me I don't really think looks very appealing from a collector's standpoint. From an investor standpoint, it's the card to have. So let me know what you guys think of some of my purchases. Make sure you answer the question if you're interested in the free Vlad Jr. at 200 subscribers, guys. I'll be giving that away free of charge. Who's going to hit more home runs? Will he end with more home runs than his pops or not? Answer that in the comments below. We'll draw that winner. We'll get that out there for free. And guys, really thank you a lot for the support. It's just been awesome. We're going to hit 200. I know we are. I think we're only 11 subscribers away, and 250 on the way. And we'll be setting up a nice big giveaway for that. So thanks a lot, guys. So until next time, good luck in your investing. Be careful on the impulse buys, and I will see you later. All right, guys, we are here and we are ready to do our surprise giveaway. All you had to do was comment on my most recent video on my SGC reveal, and you were automatically entered into a automatically entered to win these 2 packs of 2020 Bowman Jumbo. So all you had to do was leave a comment. You were entered. You didn't even know it. Here we go. Surprise giveaway. I'm going to copy a link. I'm going to get our comments. Looks like a total of 12 comments, so pretty good odds on winning. I'm going to do this more often to keep everybody, you know, paying attention to the content and everybody excited. Never know what's going to happen. Let's see who our winner is of the Bowman packs. And this product is pretty hard to find and pretty popular. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Our winner is going to be Mike's Card Museum. Mike's Card Museum. Oh, shout out to Mike's Card Museum. You're the lucky winner of 2 2020 Bowman Jumbo packs. All you got to do is comment on this video and to claim your prize, and hit me up on Instagram and we'll get those sent on out. So thanks a lot for participating, paying attention to the content, everybody. And I'll see you next time around.